Hi Libra, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless collective love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers, you're always welcome. It's a general love reading. I'm going to call in my spirit guides now, see what they have for you, see what's next in love, what's coming towards you, possibly some information about maybe somebody that's on your mind today for some of you. So let's see what they have. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that was newly guided here. There's probably a message here for you if you found this reading. So let's see what they have. Spirit calling upon you for loving messages for my Libra. What is it that you want us to know? What is it that you need us to hear today? I am listening now. I have spying. Okay, keeping an eye on you. I have messages. Getting ready to reaching out somehow. Toxic influences. Maybe there's something I'm not real happy with about somebody in the background. Maybe I've been pushing this energy away, and I have laws of karma. Little bit of I have somebody in my energy that maybe I have given some. Okay, let's go with these 3 cards for a second, and even these 4 cards, like a cold shoulder. Maybe there's somebody that I've taken a break from. I've given them the cold shoulder because maybe they haven't been as transparent as they should be. Maybe I do really want to be with this person. I do miss them. But maybe they need to heal. So this feeling of, the toxic energy. I'm going to go back with this messages for a minute because there's a part of me that feels like I'm going to go from this healing energy and create some more transparency, be more honest, and not so much this cold shoulder. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have been in a no contact relationship. Maybe this person came into your energy and you're like, hey, you know what? You just need to kind of get something out of your system. You've got to cut some ties. It's too much drama for me. It's too toxic for me. And you just said, you know what, when you're ready and you've got maybe more availability, like there's a sense of, I need you to be more emotionally available, then we can talk. So I'm going to say that this person had some work to do or has some work to do to cut some strings, cut some ties, in order to make this work. So there is a sense of, I'm going to say healing, and I'm not sure what the cold shoulder is yet. Maybe I just don't like what you said. Maybe they disrespected you somehow and you just said, hey, I'm not playing this games. Okay, so let's go with games for a minute because that felt strong. Let's just see. Maybe I put this person, kind of cooled it on them because they were playing mind games with me. I have a 5 of Pentacles. I have a Queen of Swords. I have a King of Swords. Okay. And I have a King of Cups. I have a feeling that you guys are both, you're both strong-willed. I'm going to say it that way. They've met their match, Spirit just said, and they're having a hard time with that. They maybe have never had somebody stand up to them before, stand up to their ego, stand up to their behavior, stand up to their whims, so to speak. I feel like they definitely are shocked that they've got somebody who can put them in their place. I have a feeling that they did something or said something or messaged you, and it was just disrespectful, and maybe you just haven't responded for a little while, or you just said, you know what, I'm not playing this game. I have a Judgment, a 3 of Wands, and a 3 of Swords. So you could be saying, is this somebody that could really break my heart? Is this somebody who, if I move forward in the future, is this somebody who is going to be the person who really hurts me. So you could have pulled back and said, I need some time to think about this, or I need to put them in their place now, you know, that I'm not going to be treated that way, or I'm not going to be talked to that way. I kind of feel like they did or said something that just rubbed you wrong, and you just aren't going to tolerate it. So did you put their mind games in their place? Probably. Let's see what we have. I have a diplomat. Okay, I have a Libra energy. There you are. I want more balance. I want to compromise. I want to be fair. It's not all about you, you know. So maybe they were going down the path of, you know, it's more about them, and you can stand up for yourself, and you can hold your own, and they're shocked. I feel like they're shocked. They met their match. They've got somebody who can kind of talk back when they need to, or stand up for yourself. I want a more loving home, a Cancer energy. I want to feel safe and comfortable. I'm not looking for a competition. I'm not looking for egos involved. I need more security and a home energy. I have a Neptune, a Hanged Man, escaping, fantasy, dreams. I'm going to say that there's something about what this person said, and you may have said, you know, in your dreams, you know, like you're living in the dream world if you think I'm going to do that, or if you think that's going to happen, or you think I'm going to jump when you say jump. I feel like this person had expectations. Maybe they got it from somebody else in the past, and they just assume that that's how that you should be behaving, but it's not you. You're not going to jump when they say jump is coming in. I have a philosopher. I have a Sagittarius, asking a lot of questions, seeking the truth, finding the answers. Absolutely. A Magician, curious. I want to know everything about you. This kind of lightning strikes energy. You could be really, really attracted to this person, but you want to kind of set the pace with there are boundaries. Okay. It feels more like setting the rules. Okay. It feels more like the rules of the game. Okay. You know, if you want to play games, here are the rules of the game. And I feel like you set the rules. Okay. So I think that that's what's going to shock them. I think that they're not used to somebody coming back at them and saying, that's unacceptable, or I won't be talked to that way, or how dare you assume something. I just feel like they did something or said something that crossed the line somehow. And they either come back and apologize and say, I won't do that again, or I'm sorry that I took it so far, but I'm going to say they probably owe you an apology. I have a Six of Swords. I have a Seven of Cups. I have a Lover's card. And I have a Six of Cups. Whoa. So I feel like I'm torn. I really do. I feel like there's a part of me that's going, there's a lot of other people, or should I move on after this episode? Maybe that's why somebody's getting the cold shoulder. And then there, at the same time, I feel this incredible connection with this person, and I'm really giving this person a lot of energy and thought. I'm really attracted to this person. Look at this. I'm really, really attracted to this person. And maybe we've been doing really well up until now, and they somehow crossed the line. They somehow started playing games. Maybe they didn't play games in the beginning. They're testing you, is how it came in. They somehow pushed the envelope to test you, and it backfired. Okay. And I feel like you're not gonna jump through hoops. I'm gonna say they tried to test you. Okay. And you didn't go for it. You didn't, grab the bait. Okay. And they didn't like that. That was like, what do you mean? So it was some kind of weird test. Spirit, what's blocking this connection? What is going on? Anything that I need to know that I should know. Insecurity. Work on building your confidence, feeling safe. They could be insecure. Why would they test you unless they were insecure? Maybe they were trying to push you to see how into them you are or how dedicated you are to them. And you're over here thinking, well, I'll move on and there's other options. And I don't think they were expecting that. I really don't. I think they were, expecting you to chase. You won't chase them. Okay. And that was a shock because they probably are used to somebody chasing them. Procrastination. Don't make someone wait around. You're not going to wait around. They're not going to wait around. If you think that it's worth talking to and they really just made a stupid mistake and they're, they just were playing some kind of game, and you can call them out on it and just say, you don't have to test me. I'm in this with you. And I like you as much as you like me. You don't have to try to make me jealous, or you don't have to try to make me prove that I'm committed to you in any way. Okay, those are like games people play. Eye candy. Choosing someone for their beauty, their inner beauty. You have to see me for who I am. I also feel like you can be with whoever you want. Okay, and they could be intimidated by that. They could be intimidated by that they know you could be with anybody, and that the test is, I just want to make sure that you're faithful to me, or you only want to be with me. You don't have to prove yourself to anybody. Just always, kind of always remember that. Spirit, please share with me. You could be feeling like that. I think insecurity. I think feelings have risen. And I think that insecurities have come with that. Okay. And it doesn't mean the person's insecure. I feel like the feelings have risen to the point where, for the first time in their life in a long time, they're insecure. I'm with somebody who I really want to be with. I don't want them to be with anybody else. What if that would happen? It's kind of this, maybe they don't have control over their emotions right now. They're really starting to feel that they're into this connection. I have an 8 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Page of Wands, and I have a King of Swords. I have to tell you, if you gave them the cold shoulder, they are really thinking about what their feelings are and that they are really into you, and they have to work harder. Spirit just said, I have a 6 of Pentacles at the bottom of my deck. Right now, they're afraid of losing you. They're afraid of, that you felt it wasn't equal. You felt like it wasn't fair in some way. So, people say some stupid things sometimes out of being afraid, or just trying to control a situation or control somebody's emotions, and you can't. Somebody else is going to turn right around and say that hey, that doesn't work for me. And I think that that's what happened. They tried to test you, and it didn't work, and then they're upset that you didn't turn right around and like chase them and beg them for, I'm sorry, I gave you the silent treatment. No, you're standing on your ground. You're proving to them that you're not going to be tested, that you deserve more respect than that. So good for you. So you got to get it back to, we're equals here. We're equals. Don't do that to me again, energy. My world, you mean the world to me. Everything revolves around you. I keep you mind when I am making, I keep you in mind when I'm making decisions, and include you in all of my plans, every action, every dream. I love doing life with you. You mean so much to me. Without you, I feel nothing. So is this person starting to realize that they could lose you to somebody else? I think they freaked out. I think that they started to realize that I really do have feelings for you. And what if you don't feel the same way? So their insecurity was, they're afraid you don't care about them as much as they love you, something like that. I feel like this person has some explaining to do. Maybe we have to have a deep conversation about, you know, we got to trust each other a little bit more, something like that. You're unique. You're unique and special, and I've never met anyone like you before. You have opened me up to things that I never knew were possible. I am so strong because of the power of our love. You have opened my heart to the truth, and I'm very grateful for all the lessons that we have both learning. So is it a lesson? Yeah, it's a lesson that you can't treat me that way, or you can't expect. It's a lot of don't think I'm going to jump through hoops for you. It's a lot of that. And I think you put them in their place and just say, hey, this has got to be equal. This is not one-sided. It's not all about you. It's not me taking care of you or doing things for you, or I'm at your service in any way. We've got to do this together. Otherwise, I am going to move on. So I think that they got the message. Okay, so whatever the message was, I feel like you have explained to them through your actions that they've met their match. They definitely did. You're not going to play games, and you won't chase them. Not the right time. I'm overwhelmed with responsibilities. I don't have the time or energy. Is that going on behind the scenes and they're not admitting it? So maybe that's something we need to talk about. It's simple, really. How do I feel? I want you and an us forever. So they have to admit their feelings. And jealous. I'm very jealous, and I can barely stand it. So I don't even know if they have a reason to be jealous. Maybe they created something in their mind and accused you of something, and you didn't even do anything. So that would be enough to give somebody a cold shoulder. But they could be jealous that you could be with anybody. There's a part of me that feels like they don't think they're good enough for you, and that you could turn around and be with anybody. So right now, I think both of you have to figure out like why we're feeling this way, and get over this. Because there's a part of me that says it could be a really great soul connection if we figure out how to be equals. So I don't want to walk away from that either. But, you know, this person has to realize that, you know, you're looking for a partner. You're not looking, you know, to be in somebody's life to take care of them. So there's something going on with that. So let's put this out to the universe for those of you that did connect to this reading. Maybe just a little bit of advice as to setting your boundaries, right? Setting your boundaries and holding to them, what works for you. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words and messages. If anyone would like to book a private reading, please visit my website in the description below, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. Also, the links to my other 2 YouTube channels are in the description below as well. I hope you enjoyed your reading. We'll see you soon.